Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the incredible Henchman story where...
You're right, Dave. No supervillain would ever punish or execute their subordinates without them really deserving it.
Exactly.
That's why they're supervillains.
Exactly.
I love
Great
it.
explanation, Stan. Gosh, I might have to mark that down in your report.
Oh, boy. Kate opens her mouth to argue further, but thinks better of it. Instead, she furrows her brow and stares off into space for a moment, lost in thought.
This is your new supervisor, Kate.
I'm a little surprised she spoke like that about Scorpion, but she didn't strike me as having much zealotry. She's a lot more practical about the job than someone like Dave, probably why we already get along.
Look, just be careful around her. I'm serious about what I said. Not everyone that walks into a room with Madam Scorpion walks back out.
Why do you say that?
Because it's the truth. At least I think.
Uh-huh.
Look, this is just a rumor.
Hey.
Word is that before she founded the Scorpion Group, she was basically the apex predator of the assassin world. That's how she got the money for it.
Ah, shit.
She doesn't do it anymore. I mean, that's the rumor. What they say about old habits.
Or, you know, just you're alone in a room, she could just kill you for the thrill of it.
You can't teach them new tricks.
What?
Sure, but mostly
You can't teach old habits, new.
And for
Dave.
Scorpion, people die a lot more easily.
Dave.
Oh,
How many concussions do you
that
think
makes
he's
more
had?
sense.
No, pass.
My old habits die hard too.
Dave.
Sometimes I think I'm back on the farm.
Dave.
Today in the warehouse, I called the crates hay bales by accident, and this other time I thought someone's pet parakeet was a chicken.
That's not habits, that's... I'm pretty sure that's,
That's
fucking
brain
brain
damage.
damage.
So what, you tried to take its eggs or something?
No, my sister collected the eggs. My job was to butcher the ones we ate.
No.
That sounds
You.
pleasant. Hey, wait a second!
Oh my god, you didn't!
Well, it looks like we finally solved the mystery of what happened to Lord Birdlum.
It was an accident! It was just old habits, like you said!
No,
I
Dave.
think that crosses the line from habit to disorder.
Yeah.
Although, now that I think about it, that's a pretty good example for this situation. Thanks, Dave.
Oh, you're welcome, Kate.
No.
Just a little squad supervisor nugget of wisdom
Fuck
for you.
off.
I've got loads of them.
Ugh.
You do. So, basically, Stan, be careful around Madam Scorpion, or you could end up like Lord Birdlum.
Yeah.
Delicious?
No.
Good, Stan.
Wait, you ate
Very
him?
good. But luckily, the most dangerous thing that you'll encounter tonight are some bad dice rolls, right?
Oh, about the
Though
game.
they'll be more dangerous for everyone else since... Wait, does this mean you're playing?
Oh, no.
May, if your party has room for
Oh,
one. You said they
no.
needed a tank, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Just a normal paladin, though? Anytime someone plays a paladin around here, they're usually a dark paladin instead. Because, you know.
Oh, right. I mean, of course it's a dark paladin. I just figured that was obvious. Was it not obvious?
You do not have to be an Oathbreaker paladin, for fuck's sake.
Neat! You invited Kate to our SNS game too! That's great! It'll be a great chance to do some team building.
No.
You're playing too. Stan didn't tell me that. What class are you gonna be?
I'm playing a bard. So, I hope you bring your dancing shoes because I'm gonna be jamming out some rockin' tunes all night long.
Really, Dave, you don't have to sing. We don't have any accompanying instruments.
I told you, buddy, it's no trouble at all. Gosh, it'll be like I'm back in my high school glee club again. You guys are in for a treat.
Oh, no.
For something.
We really messed this up.
Kate lightly kicks me under the table. Ow. Is she already growing protective of him? Guess that'll make her well suited to protecting the rest of the party.
Well, I, for one, can't wait, Dave. I'm sure you've got a great singing voice.
Kate and Dave continue to discuss plans for tonight's session, but I tuned out. I've forgotten something important. Oh shit, the gig. I got so into all this talk about spells and swords that I forgot all about it.
Not to change topics or to kill anyone's enthusiasm, but I may have gotten ahead of myself about tonight's session.
What's wrong? Is a dark paladin not villainous enough? Do I need to be a demon paladin or something?
No, there's definitely enough villainy. It's just that something else happened in that review. The thing is, Madam Scorpion asked me to sign up for a Henchman gig. Tonight.
Wow, that's great, Stan. As your squad supervisor, I'm proud of the recognition you're getting for your hard work. And
Dave,
the
shut
recognition
up.
your squad and squad leadership will also get for helping you work
Oh,
so
there
hard.
it is, Dave. There it is.
Sure. Thanks, man.
I looked to Kate, not sure what reaction I should be expecting. Disappointment, maybe? The reality is more along the lines of pensive silence and a hint of concern.
Did she say what the job was?
No. There's a few more details in the app. Here.
I pull out my phone, open the Henchman app, and hand it to her. She won't find much more information there, just the general description of the job, the pay, the time, and various ratings for the different parts of the job. Things like the general level difficulty level, expectations regarding the use of lethal force, civilian presence, and the possibility of superhero invention are all given different ratings out of 5 stars. No location is given, meeting coordinates are sent through a separate encrypted message shortly before the job, if you decide to accept. More information would be nice, but I can't say I expected much more. Kate frowns as she scrolls through the data and hands me back my phone.
Seems like a good payday. Could be risky, though. This is an entry level from the looks of it.
That's the idea, I think. It's meant to be some kind of test.
That's a tough call. On the one hand, this is Madame Scorpion, and she's not used to being refused. On the other hand, if it's meant to be a test, then it will definitely be dangerous.
I don't think I can refuse. She made it very clear.
Plus, you'd totally be missing out on our awesome Spells and Swords adventure.
I know, that's the worst part.
So, if I were you, I'd take some time to think about it. I won't blame you either way.
Ah!
If you had to decide right now, which one would you pick?
You know I have to pick that one, though. You know I have to.
Well, I do love money. So right now, I guess I'm leaning towards the side gig.
Really? I didn't realize things were that tight for you. The henchman rates seem pretty good for this assignment, so I get it, but I won't lie, I'd be a little disappointed if this super exclusive SNS meetup of yours is cancelled after all the hype. I was kind of hoping we could hang out.
If
But
I
it's no big
don't,
deal,
she will
really.
kill me.
You do what you've got to do.
Maybe.
You literally just said she is not used to being refused.
Hey, I'm not blowing you off. Promise. And this is just what I'm thinking right now. Maybe I'll change my mind. Who knows?
We won't.
Well, whatever call you make, don't sweat it. Honest.
Thanks, rookie. Whatever I end up deciding, you guys will be the first to know.
And how are you going to let me know exactly? Carrier pigeon? Or do you guys send messenger rats through the walls around here?
Don't give Dave ideas.
Oh, right. We never exchanged numbers, did we? 1 second.
After fumbling with a few pouches, I remember which one holds my phone, and we exchange contact information. Dave insists on doing so as well, which doesn't seem entirely appropriate, but that's Dave. That might be a good biography title for him. Not entirely appropriate. Maybe the whole Lord Bedlam operation as a whole. Gotta hang on to that one.
There we go. That'll be easier. Though, I admit, I was sort of looking forward to some kind of trained animal messenger.
I don't know, I kind of assumed that we just, I don't know, made paper airplanes and threw them at each other or something with the notes, like class, you know?
Honestly, they might be more reliable. The reception at Secret Mountain Base isn't great. Big shock, I know.
It makes sense.
The rest of lunch is filled with small talk. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's oddly relaxing. Kate's better at redirecting Dave's enthusiasm, and he only mentions that he's squad supervisor like 3 or 4 more times. My previous worries about his addition to the spells and sword sessions are nullified. With Kate around to tame him, it could actually turn out well, or dare I say it, fun. That is, if I decided to go for it. I'll see where my head is at in a few hours. Regardless of my current feelings, Kate's right. This is a decision I need to think about very carefully. As the day drags into the late afternoon, I return to my room to change into a spare uniform and freshen up. Neither game night nor the side gig feel like the right venue for that sweaty warehouse day aroma. Maybe I should invest in some cologne. Between the sweat and getting thrown in a dumpster, I've had a lot of smells to cover up lately. As I finish buckling up my uniform, I grab my phone from where I left it on my bed. Frowning, I open the Henchman app, navigate to the gig Madame Scorpion had mentioned, and stare. This is it. I've given myself all day to think. What should I do? Unwind with some spells and swords at game night? Or take this Henchman gig and go earn some extra money? I think we need a
It's
side
possible that she may admire the balls you have for denying.
I guess we could go back, but you know what? I can save here and we'll find out later, huh?
Hey.
Let's save in number 2, yeah? And then here as well, because yeah. There we go. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. So which one do we do? Side gig or game night?
I say game night.
Alright. Well, actually, if that's the case, then there is one thing I want to do.
Honest? Oh,
And
thanks.
Bop,
Well,
bop,
hey.
bop, da, bop,
Really?
bop, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, bop, ba, da, bop. Game night!
Well, I do love my free time, and I can't say I love danger. So right now, I guess I'm leaning towards game night.
There's that bedlam spirit stand.
Ah,
I knew
Dave.
you wouldn't abandon the squad.
Dave.
Thanks, but don't go overboard, alright? It's an imaginary adventure played out with dice and stat sheets, Dave, not a battlefield.
no, I thought these games could get pretty intense.
Oh, they can, if you have the right group. They definitely can.
Well, last campaign we did have a close call with the leader of Soda and some handcrafted dice imported from Latvia.
Wait,
That
what?
was a tense moment, let me tell you.
Huh.
It was like our version of the Cuban Missile Crisis, but with less nuclear warheads and more corn syrup.
Sounds harrowing. No, you might be safer on Madame Scorpion's wild mystery adventure.
Ah, Luna, stop biting me. My cat is biting
Ha,
my hand.
fool.
Oh, fuck. Let go, Luna. Ah! My cat is biting my hand. Okay, there we go.
Retaliation, I will pet my cat
Ah,
because she's
I
nice.
haven't decided anything for
Mm.
sure yet, so maybe I'd better think about this some more.
Okay. I'd be really glad if you could join us for game night. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Hooray!
Yes, but with just a dash of extra humility. Maybe a pinch of praise for my wisdom and empathy.
Yeah, well, I'm not a salad bar.
Ah,
You get the toppings that come with the gratitude, no substitutions, and you can forget any notion of begging. But really, it'll be nice to hang out. I'm looking forward to it.
Likewise, I'm still a little worried about Scorpion, though.
I would be too, honestly. So, while I'd definitely be disappointed, if you feel like you have to cancel to save your career or extremities, I get it.
okay.
Thanks, rookie. Whatever I end up deciding, you guys will be the first to know.
And how are you going to let me know exactly?
Right.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Fumbling with the phone.
Honestly, they might be more.
Rest of the lunch. Dibba-doo-doo. You know what? I like that more. I'm going to save over that instead. Because I like that more. Just them being cool with each other.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay. To the game night. There we go. I closed the app and opened my contacts. Extra money would be nice, but Scorpion said it herself. I've gotten this far by taking just the right amount of risk. Maybe this henchcan thing of hers is the future, but right now, I get my check from Lord Bedlam, whether I take that risk or not. Besides, I told Kate that I was leaning towards game night, and I don't want to pull the rug out from under her. Inviting her to join the group, saying that it was still on, and then backtracking at the last moment, wouldn't be a good look. Not to mention Dave's reaction. I'd have been hearing about it for months. He's pretty rigid when it comes to the chain of command and hierarchy, but he's also big on keeping promises. It's the kind of old-fashioned farm boy morality you expect out of a guy like that. So, while he'd say I was right to defer to Scorpion's suggestion as my supervisor, his passive-aggressive vengeance would be unending. I open Kate's message page on my phone and tell her that game night is on. By the time I text Dave, she's already replied. Who knew there were so many gifts involving confetti? I smile and send a celebratory gift of my own. We exchange a few more as I text the rest of the group and do my best to navigate Dave's jumbled punctuation-free expressions of enthusiasm. Oh, God. Well, better get ready. Let's see. My S&S bag should be somewhere in my closet. Issue 5! Spells and Supervillains! A short while later, I step out into the hallway, bag in tow. While the halls aren't jam-packed, there's definitely more people than normal, all the heading off to take part in one game or another. The main hall will have the most people, playing on cheap card tables surrounded by a sea of plastic folding chairs. It's where we would hold any tournaments or contests, and it's also where Lord Bedlam's usually found. 5 minutes. It's way too loud for something in like S&S though, so our private little game room is definitely preferable. As I make my way through the halls that lead in that direction, the crowd starts to thin out. The sound of footsteps is distilled down from an indistinct cacophony into individual patterns, each with their own cadence. Weirdly, one of those patterns matches my own. Almost exactly.
Hey, wait up!
Oh. As I turn around to find that those footsteps are coming from Kate, who was a short ways down the hall, as I stop, she waves and approaches with an exuberant smile.
Oh, thank God it's you. I guess I'm going the right way after all.
Or the wrong way, depending on your point of view.
I pause and glance down the hall. There wasn't a turn or junction for quite a ways in that direction. How long was she silently trailing behind me?
Were you following me?
What? No. Okay, maybe a little. These halls are just so confusing, so I figured I'd tag along.
How did you know where my room was?
I thought about
Dave.
shouting at you
Dave
earlier,
told
but
you.
It's hard to tell people apart
Most
from
likely.
behind around here. So I wasn't sure if it was you, and I didn't want to call out to a total stranger like some weirdo, so here I am.
So you start following around some random
Say
guy like a
so.
weirdo.
I mean, you wouldn't be the type to stalk me or anything, would you? Although now that I think about it, I do feel like I'm missing a lock of my hair.
That's so weird. How could that happen? You shouldn't be balding yet, right? I hear they have shampoo to stop that these days.
Is it shampoo? I thought it was spray-on shit.
I don't know.
I narrow my eyes as Kate grins at me. She's definitely joking, right? I hope so, because if that's not a shit-eating I'm messing with you grin, then I might be cause for concern.
Very funny, but my hair is perfectly healthy. Luscious even. Can't you see the healthy sheen from my off-brand all-in-one shampoo?
I think that might be grease, dude.
Gross. I laugh and shake my head. Yeah, definitely just messing with me. Sure, it's a little weird to have her follow me, and we did happen to have the same lunch period, and she seemed almost like she was picking me out specifically when we got paired to, "You're shining Nova, aren't you?"
Engineer, yeah, maybe.
Oh, shit. That, interesting. She doesn't have the voice pattern, but then again, that could just be voice modulation, you know. They had the little Yas Queen kind of thing to it. Nah, those aren't really extraordinary coincidences. Stuff like this happens. I mean, Dave always pops up out of nowhere, and I never thought he was stalking me. Not after the first 7 months, anyway. So, when he suddenly rounds a corner in front of us as we near the game room, Kate is the only one who jumps.
Hey, gang! Ready for a full night of rousing, family-friendly, and team-building adventures?
God, you're unnerving.
Jesus Christ, I almost kicked you in the... I mean, hi, Dave.
Yep,
Great to
she's a
see
hero.
you.
She is a hero in disguise. I fucking know it. She leans closer to me, whispering,
You're used to that?
Never. You just learn to accept it.
Great to see you guys, too! Oh gosh, I'm so excited to
Wow.
get started! Come on!
I love this. Eagerly, Dave practically bounds his way to the game room door and swings it open. Kate and I follow Dave inside to
Everyone's
find the room.
fucking dead, and there's Miss Scorpion.
Oh, good, you decided to show up after all. Now, for your new review. Kate and I follow Dave inside to find the room almost exactly as it was when I showed it to Kate the other day, and completely empty.
Or just winds
Huh.
up deciding to go, I'm going to join, and she just gets a little too into her character.
Yeah. Huh, would have thought someone else would be here by now. Oh well. Without bothering to ask where Kate and I are sitting, Dave takes his place at the head of the table. Normally that's my spot, but I'm sure he'd pull rank on me if I asked him to move. So I make my way to the end of the table opposite Dave and begin setting up. Rulebooks, dice, and soon cover my corner of the table. Like my room, it's a little sloppy, but I can make sense of it, mostly. Kate sits to my right. She only has a single notebook, but the pages already look stuffed to the brim. I'm kind of surprised that she can read it with all the circles, arrows, and notes scrawled in the margins. She must have seen me looking because she hastily closes it and slides it further away from me, her eyes narrowing as she's daring me to judge her. I hold up my hands in mock surrender and finish setting up. Once I'm done, I glance around that room. Still no one else.
Okay, now it's officially weird. Where is everyone?
I pull out my phone. Whoops, 9 missed messages. I must have been too busy scrambling to notice. Frowning,
Did they
I open
text
one.
you? What did they say?
I'm not sure whether to say congrats or I'm sorry. Then it has a wincing emoji. What does that mean?
Oh no.
Hold on, looks like one of them's calling me. Zach, that you? Where are you, man? I'm at the game room and it's a ghost town.
Yeah, sorry, Stan. You know, I'm always down to help out new players, so I was totally cool with that rookie showing up. But this is a whole different level.
Whole different level? What are you talking about? You've played with Dave before. You're, prepared, right?
Oh, you don't know? Oh. Oh, no. I really shouldn't have said anything.
What is...
Well, anyway, I just wanted to call to say that if you're no longer with us by next Friday, the group's voted that I should take your place as GM and continue the campaign. I hope you don't mind.
Madam Scorpion fired us, didn't she?
What? Of course I mind. It's my campaign. And why wouldn't I be there next Friday?
Sorry, Stan. You were a pretty good GM. I mean, your NPCs were always a little cliche, but you were a solid B at least. B plus on a good day.
What the fuck?
Pretty good. Come on, I was at least... Zach? Hello? Son of a bitch.
Okay, well, I'm interested now, but that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.